Hello everyone, I'm filming my first car video, and it feels really weird because normally someone doing a car video is normally a very professional person. See, just imagine this, I have my camera right on top of my steering wheel. Not my steering wheel, because this is not my truck, but it is the truck that I was supposed to have until I got a car. 1988 Chevy Caravelle. But the story I want to tell here was Percy Jackson 2. Oh my days. I'm so fucking cooked. My eyes are sore. Don't feel very good. And yeah, I've done like nothing today. I went in the pool. Yeah. Read books. Yeah, listened to a sermon. And that's pretty much it today. I'm a fuck up. Yeah, I've just been reading all day. But, yeah, 2 days ago, 4 days ago, I watched Percy Jackson 1. And it was very good. I made a video on that. But 2 days ago, I watched Percy Jackson 2. And the kind of takeaway from that movie was when Annabeth said, you set path to your destiny, you create your own, frick the prophecy. Because at the start, basically start of the movie, Percy kills this machine bow thingy. You can imagine that. Basically a mechanical bow. And the girl calls him a loser. So when he's done killing the bull, this guy, son of Hermes, I think his name is Zach, tells him, oh yeah, there's a prophecy waiting for you, join the Half-Bloods and revive Kronos. So he goes to this prophecy woman, who's basically a woman's skeleton. He's like 3,000 years old. Kind of like the pirate skin from Fortnite Season 8 Battle Pass. And she tells him the prophecy, and she says that the half-blood son of the big three, Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades, is either going to bring destruction to Olympus or is going to save Olympus. And yeah, that's pretty much what happens. And there's this also girl named Taria, and Taria is the protector of their little half-blood camp, protecting Percy. So Taria, when she died, put over a shield over Percy and all the camp half-blood from many monsters, and her effect faded away, and Zach, the son of Hermes, had killed her effect, killed the shield. So there is this fleet, I think it's called a fleet, but there's this fleet that they needed to revive her. He could revive anything. And Zach, he wants to revive Kronos. Kronos is the Titan, the one who created pretty much all their shit. Kronos was pure evil. He used to eat his kids until the big three ended up killing Kronos. But he wants to revive Kronos. So Kronos is in the Sea of Monsters, same area where the fleece is. But the one who has the fleece is a massive cyclops, and nobody has been able to get over there. I was actually wrong about where Kronos is, but that doesn't have any effect. And Zach is bringing the Kronos' remains over to the Caribbean, where the fleece is. And Percy and Annabeth are going the same way. But when Percy and Annabeth get into their boat, they end up sinking from the Sea of Monsters, and they end up finding the other girl who's insulting Percy, because she is going for the same thing with her team. And inside the belly was a Confederate ship from the American Civil War. And the Confederate ship, all the men had obviously turned into zombies. So the zombies with the ship was in there, and Percy and the girl were basically planned. Let's use the ship's guns to kill this monster that had just swallowed them and go out of his stomach. Plan works. They get out, and they end up getting to an amusement park where the fleece is. And the amusement park was meant for humans, but Cyclops got on there, destroyed everyone. And then what happens next? Oh yeah, they have to fight the Cyclops. And yeah, they won obviously. But at the same time, while they were fighting the Cyclops, Zach had gotten there. And Zach, when he got there, he ended up beating Percy, Annabeth and the other girl up, and he ended up reviving Kronos. But Percy used his pen, got out of him being tied up, defeated Kronos. I don't know how that story has any significance, but that one line, before he was tied up, Annabeth made one line. It was stop listening to the prophecy, make your own destiny. So I think a lot of people, they're like, oh, this is my prophecy, this is how I feel. Somebody else said I was good at this. I won a volleyball tournament. It's like, that shit doesn't determine your destiny. It's actually... But that shit doesn't determine your destiny. What determines your destiny is you. You just have to follow God through that destiny. You can become whatever you want. Just don't become a sinner. That's the only thing. Don't become evil while you go do something. Everything else is good. I see my shadow in the back. This is not a front camera. This is the camera you see when you're on your phone. And yeah, you'll know because the power button is right and the volume button is left. But what else should I say? I'm running out of words right now. But we have to analyze the movie, because I don't even know my destiny. I just know I should get as rich, as God-fearing, and as wise and understanding as possible. I don't know what I'm good at. What am I good at? Thinking? I can think a lot, wow. Not much people got that. Well, I really don't know what I'm good at. But you may as well just go for something. Well, the thing about getting rich is even if you don't know what you're good at, getting rich is almost always a good move. Getting rich and finding God is always a good move. Because let's say you're a professional snow skier. What do you need to do to snow ski? You need money to go on the mountains. You need to buy expensive snow skis. You have to get your goggles. You gotta get your snow equipment. You need money for everything. Let's say you're a water skier. Okay, you need a boat. You need a group of people to go with. You need to create a ski course. You need to go on a lake whenever you want. You gotta live by a lake. It takes money. I don't know my destiny. I don't know what I'm good at. Maybe my objective... You think John D. Rockefeller knew what he was good at? Heck no. He didn't. He probably had no idea what he was good at. But he knew that the best thing he could do in his scenario is, even though he didn't know what he was good at, he should just make so much money so when he finds out, he will be the best. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm good at, so I'm just gonna make money and gain in wisdom and understanding and gain in my relationship with God. That's pretty much all I can do. Best move on the board. Maybe you don't know your own plan on the chessboard. Maybe you're not playing a certain opening, but you can sure as hell plan what you're gonna do next. You don't need an opening to play a game of chess. You just need to make moves. That's pretty much all I gotta say. And first car video. Never thought I'd be doing this in my life. How do they do it? Okay, I'm gonna, like, this is the car. Before it was on here. Now I put it on here. I feel like this might be best. If you ever, I don't know. Car videos, I mean, they don't really matter. It's just a good area. Like, if you don't have a photo setup, or like a stand or a table, if your house is busy, like my house, I can't even talk. If I say a word, the whole house hears it, and it sucks. Because I like talking to myself a lot. But also, yeah, you know what I mean. But yeah, cars are the best areas to do a video. It has a stand right here. Put your phone anywhere over here. I'll actually experiment with this a little bit. You can click off the video if you really want to. But yeah. Yeah, I'm not very good at making car videos. You don't even have to be good. You just gotta, like, do something. Like, look at this gear shifter. Boom, 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 boom. Oh shit, I just shifted it. Yeah, I'm not, like, the best at doing cars and stuff, but yeah. Even though I work at a mechanic shop right by my house, which is really nice. That job's probably I'm probably gonna get fired soon. I'm gonna get fired someday. But I'm gonna have to find a different job, and my boss, he likes me, but I don't think he has enough money to pay me even, because he's old, he doesn't have a job. And I'm probably just sinking his money down. So yeah, by the time October hits, I'll probably get another job. But it's all about the hours you do outside of work. If you're not at work striving on escaping your job, if you don't work for success, if you work to live, and if you do not work for success, you'll end up being a slave to your job, and it is financial slavery. I do not work to live, I work to become successful, and I work so my money can become seeds, so they can plant trees and I can become rich. Some people plant one tree and that tree does nothing. Some people only rely on their one apple tree, which is their job. But some people take that apple tree, get the apples, instead of eating them, take the seeds and plant 10 apple trees. And that's how you get rich. Simply, you just find other ways to get rich, and you do that. It's just like an apple. Well, you can it's so easy now. I say that it's not easy, but you can just ask ChatGPT the ways to make money, and it'll tell you. It's obviously very complicated, but like math, 90% of people have passed grade 12 math. It's complicated, but you can figure it out. That's what I believe, and if I'm 20 or 25, If I'm over 25 years old and I don't have a lot of money, shame on me. If I'm over 20 and don't have much money, it's fine. If I'm over 25 years old and I'm poor, shame on me. Shame on me. I should have known I'm a failure. If I'm not rich by 25, I'm a failure. Goodbye.